What's up, YouTube? Jables here. Today we are going to create a secondary sorceress. Well, I say secondary because she is not going to be my primary main sorceress that I have been using to do the Holy Grail, which currently is level 93. What we are going to do is we're going to create a brand new sorceress that is going to be a dedicated magic finder other than hell. We are going to find some nice maps, most likely for Nightmare, and Dario farming once we get there. But to do that, we need to create a new sorceress. What's up, Project Z? Sup. Welcome. You actually walked in just in time for a brand new character creation, and it's going to be a sorceress that is going to be dedicated to nightmare farming. How have you been, my man? Good? Sorceress. Rare Hunter. Still playing. That's my man. Have you ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh? or heard of it? Well, no, watched it most likely. Slow typer. No, you're all good, man. Yu-Gi-Oh was pretty big when I was like in high school, or no, when I was a kid, it started becoming big. And I remember there was this like the TV show, and like the second season, and like the bad guys that were trying to take like the main character's rarest cards were called Rare Hunters. I thought that's kind of fitting. Let's do it. Let's create Dragon Ball Z. Hey, I dabbled it a little bit in Dragon Ball Z. Okay, let's do our settings here. Okay. Also, we do have some gear that we're gonna eventually be equipping. I believe that's all for me. There we go. And then this is all for the mercenary eventually. And I will go over that in just a second. It is kind of like cheating, but we're pretty much going to start off normally. Let's see. So, oh, and I should also grab some charms. Oh, yes. I totally forgot. Alright, so anyways, first of all, we're going to have... These are our faster cast rate rings. Here are our Nagel rings, which actually suck really a lot, you know what. And before we go, let's take a look at what kind of charms you can have. I do have a character called Level Up Charms. Level Up Charms. Alright, let's see what we can give to our sorceress that she will eventually be able to use. Alright, this is beautiful. No need. Okay, these are all mana, but I need things for mana early. So we're gonna do that. What's the next one? 18. Ooh. Magic find, yummy. And a whole bunch of res charms. Oh yeah, we could give her some of these small ones. Alright. Yeah, she could have a full row of these. Right? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. What is she gonna most likely need? She's gonna need lightning. That's all the lightnings. Then I want to give her fire. Fire. Also, let's give her this fire. Let's give her this lightning. Maybe don't need the cold. This fire, that's 6 already, right? So then we're gonna have 4 left over. Yeah, I think actually that's about it. Right? I think so. Let's see. I do want to give her another faster run walk. So let's give her this one. Whoops. This one as well. Is there another faster run walk by any chance? No. Oh, and these are all these lifers. 17, 14. Wait, it starts out at 17? Oh, I see. How many of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could give her 2 more. So let's give her, yeah, as much as we possibly can. But we'll do it for the 17 ones. Whoops. There we go. Hey, you killed Bale last night? Yeah, boy. But you know what's gonna be awesome is when you realize how much of better items you'll be able to find in Nightmare. That's the best part about getting into Nightmare. Like when I play through the game, I almost find myself not wanting to go into the hell difficulty because of how good Nightmare is. You know, and then eventually if you want to get the top tier stuff, you need to go to hell, right? But Nightmare is such a fantastic place. It's a huge step up from normal like drops, you know, when it comes to items and stuff like that. Huge difference. I love Nightmare and Dario, which by the way, this character is going to be dedicated to farming so that I could get my first SOJ, Stone of Jordan, because I simply cannot seem to find it killing Hell and Dario on my main Sorc. So I don't know what the dealio is. Maybe it's a seed issue, so I don't mind creating a new Sorc, and it's going to be an experience for everybody to see. Yep, and that's what happens too. Once you start finding, you know, yourself some lifesteal, like even like the smallest amount of lifesteal, like, you know, if you find yourself a ring that has some decent lifesteal, like that's very nice. So yeah. All right, let's head back to the sorceress. Rare Hunter. Alright. Also, before we do anything... Oh, we're so slow.
Greeting.
There is a something. Yes, I know. Oh, I don't have money. That's right. I need to borrow some money. Where should I borrow it from? From here. Put that away. Let's grab like 50k so we don't have to. Two, five, five, nope, 6-4. Hey, nice. You got a weapon, shield, ring, and belt. Has life. Whoa, all of them? That is crazy, man. Well, yeah, that sounds good. Starter stuff want to do me any good later in the levels. yeah. But no worries, man. You could find. Are you rocking mostly rares? Yeah, higher level. Yeah. I know what you meant. Yeah, and it won't do you any good later in the higher levels. Yeah, I know. But you know, just for now, it's actually very nice. Okay. Okay, also, let's put on some of these charms. Okay, get ready. We'll put these on very shortly. Okay. Here, these guys can go. These are all level 14, right? Okay, so these can stay here. There we go. These guys are going to be activated very soon. Also, let's put these guys in the back. In the back, in the back. And these guys in the front. There we go. Yeah, the problem with lifesteal in normal, so I'm gonna kind of do you a solid to explain how the life lead system works. And I'm sure you know, but just in general so that you understand. The problem with lifesteal in normal is that it is based on the physical damage of your sword. Well, yes, it is based on your physical damage. So in normal, no matter what weapon you get, like imagine this weapon, right? Like take a look. This spirit, right? Its one-hand damage is 5 to 15. Even if you, I don't know, manage to get so much enhanced damage and yada yada, right? That you were doing maybe 100 damage, right? If you have 100 damage you're doing, which is, by the way, highly unlikely because you're not going to be able to get that. Maybe in normal you'll be able to do the highest, maybe like around 50. You know, 2% of 50 is 1 life. You're going to go kill the bosses. Yes. Well, yeah, the bosses always have the best drop tables and drop chances and all that good stuff. So yeah, do that for sure. Right. So yeah, the problem with lifesteal in normal is that it's based on your weapon damage and then also your enhanced damage that you get from skills. But just the mere fact that you're doing okay damage to the enemies but not having enough damage to sustain yourself is going to be normal. Let's even pretend that you have 10 life leech, right? If you're hitting with a weapon that's doing 50 damage, which by the way is a lot, like, you know, look at this, 5 to 15. To get 50 damage, you need what, more than 200% enhanced damage. So like, let's say 300% enhanced damage from somewhere. If you get that and you're doing 50 damage, even if you have 10% life leech, you're getting back 5 life per hit, which is generally not going to be enough to sustain you. You know, that's the unfortunate part about lifesteal in normal. Once you get into nightmare and then hell, you start doing more damage, then yes. But yeah, in the beginning it is it's a hard one. It's a hard pill to swallow. And these are magic fine, these are castrate. Okay. I believe we are ready. We are just simply going to buy ourselves... Oh, we don't have to buy ourselves anything. We just need some stamina. Wow, it's been 15 minutes. But this is what we need. Okay, that's 6 minutes. That's 12. Also, what we should do is buy ourselves a charged bolt staff. Unless if it's not there. Okay. Let's go to players 8. And let's rock and roll, people. Gotta level up that new Sorc.
Evil
right?
beware.
Rare Hunter. There we go. This is the beauty of playing in normal. Pretty much gives you everything instantly. No, I'm kidding. But it is so easy to level up in the very beginning. It is so wonderful. There we go. More of those. Strength. And we're going to start off with Charge Bolt because it is the only AoE spell that that you can start off with. Let's put that there. I guess we could put that there in case something happens. Whoops. My bad. Let's leave a town portal. Oh, good question. Yes. Yes, you do. But look at how tough the enemies are when I did that. So, by the way, the players count, right? You could put slash, like with the slash. Again, I don't know how it is on console, right? Because you said that you play on console. I'm not sure how it is over there. But I'm pretty sure you're actually going to have something like this. So when you're in the HD settings, right? Because that's what you have. When you go to options... You should have a gameplay tab, and in the bottom, or it might be on top for you, like on the PlayStation. Yeah, not PC. Yeah. That's fine. You don't have to be on PC to do this. All you have to go is to the gameplay tab, and somewhere there it's gonna say this: offline difficulty scaling, and you get to change the number of players that the game will. That the game will like pretend is happening. So what does this mean? It means that the game right now thinks that there are 8 players in my game, even though I am alone. And every single time there's an extra player in the game, the mobs get more life, they do more damage, and then every other player that joins, so when there are 3 players, when there are 5 players, and when there are 7 players, the chance to drop nothing decreases, meaning the higher players you have in the game, not only are the monsters harder because of their bonus life and damage, right? So you take more damage from them and they take longer to kill. But on players 3, 5, and 7, you actually essentially get better chances to drop things, which, you know, also essentially translates to getting better stuff because you'll just get more of them. So there's more chances of finding awesome loot. Most players go to either players 3, which is a nice little kind of, kind of like a mini bonus. And then if you are like, really, really searching for things, right? And you want the most out of your drops, you go to players 7. And the reason that, I don't actually know the reason why, like, for example, the chance to drop is increased on only the odd numbers, right? Like 1, 3, 5, and 7. I don't know the reasoning behind that. But the only reason you might want to go to an even number, like let's say players 2, 4, 6, and 8, is merely for the experience. So experience increases every single time more characters are in the game, more players are in the game. So does the life pool of monsters, and so does the damage of monsters. But the magic find, or aka the drop chance, only changes on the odd numbers. So I went to players 8 so that I could level up very quickly. Pretty much. Essentially, that's the reasoning behind that. But yes, if you are like what is it called? Naked, right? And you don't have any gear that you're giving yourself, right? Like you, for example, you're playing for the first time on that paladin. Then the player's count will also just increase the amount of drops you get, which means that you'll probably, gear up quicker and stuff like that. As long as you can kill efficiently, because remember, right now, look how... Oh, wait. Am I on players 8? / players 8? Yeah, I am. What the heck?
I need mine.
Yeah, see, like I already leveled up. Very nice. Hey, Grand Charm. Even though we don't need it. 6 to life. Get out of here. By the way, more strength. Why do we need that? Because we want to get that 25 for our regular belt. That's why we do that. Now, the whole player setting thing that you were asking about, Z, it's mostly, unfortunately, beneficial for casters or some kind of characters that do damage via, that their damage scales based on the amount of skill points they have. Like for a melee character, it might be a little tough because your damage is based on your weapon, and you could argue, well, no, Jables, because my skills give me bonus damage. That is true. So you are kind of in the same boat as a caster, right? Well, kind of no, because a caster's weapon has no impact on the damage that they do physically, right? Like that 1 to 5 two-handed damage on my short staff has nothing to do with my charged bolts, right? So meaning I can pretty much more easily scale my damage than you can as a melee character, which in turn pretty much tells you that the player's kind of trick, it's not a trick, it's there on purpose, but the increasing the player's difficulty, increasing the difficulty by increasing the player count is more of it's easier accomplishable using a caster. But don't have that deter you, you know, just by the way. You just keep on going, you know what I mean? Do whatever you need. If you want to put it on players, I personally really like players 3. Like, if I hit a wall and something's too hard, I try to be able to do it on players 3. That means that I leave myself for improvement, some room for improvement, so that if I really cannot do something on players 3, I could always go down to players 1. But players 3 is kind of like a nice middle ground for a little bit extra experience, not too difficult of monsters, but a hefty jump in magic fight potential and finding good loot and more of it. Alright, let's, by the way, talk to Akara. Yeah, 2 hits and you're dead. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Because you're a melee character, you're gonna feel the burn way more than I feel the burn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Magic users have an easier time with that because, again, you could run away and deal your damage, you know, that way, right? So, trust me, I know exactly what you are referring to. Alright, I do want to shop a staff that has a bunch of charge bolt. Hey, this is nice. Nice temporary thing. But I almost want to reset this, meaning I can go to the Cold Plains waypoint, go back, and there's going to be new staves in the shop. And find one that has like 3 to charge. Oh, look at this. Very nice, right? Let's see if we could find a cheaper one. Or one that has other skills on it as well. I would really love it if we could get a 10 FCR with a charge bolt. That would be kind of cool. Alright, so... require level 4. Okay, that's fine. That is completely fine. Let's buy it. We'll be level 4 in no time. And also, let's just buy way more of these. Yep. As long as you have mana, the world is your oyster? I don't know what the saying is, but you know what I'm saying. The world is your compass. I don't know what the saying is, but I have heard of it before. Alright, so for the den, however, guys, I would not recommend doing it on players 8. Just because there's so many, you know, fallen, what's it called, shamans, and they will just be annoying, resurrecting all the little fallens.
This place is trouble.
Well, let's go. This place is trouble, you say? Don't say that, Rare Hunter. Okay, there we are. Now we get to equip this sucker and that sucker. And one more level till that. Anybody in here? Nope. Also, let's put a point in warmth. We want warmth because why not? But maybe it is a wasted point, like super early on. Okay, now, if you don't have gold, you should be picking up things like javelins, throwing knives, rings, amulets, all that good stuff, right? You guys know that jewelry is expensive to sell, which is a good thing for us. Come on back, please. Another guy here? No. Okay. Also chipped. Chipped gems.
I need
You
mana.
should keep those because you can re-roll.
I need mana.
Oh, you need mana.
Not enough mana.
Very nice. All that good stuff. Alright. Oh, look at these guys hiding over here, huh?
I need mana.
Hey, there we are.
This cave has been purged of evil.
There we go. And let's go to Akara for our little reward.
Yes?
Oh, that's right. We could get 30 strength to wear our boots. Woo! I love this combination, man. The combination doesn't actually do anything for us per se, but Asara's boots and belt are just so great. You know what I mean? Also, let's see. Ooh, most of them have active. Okay, these are a long way from now. Oh, let's check for staves again. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Three to charge bolts. Yeah, that one's better. Okay. Let's maybe find one for like frozen armor or something. Wow. Take a look, see at that. Might want to actually buy a few of these because, ooh, this one's good too. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm gonna buy that one. Yes, yes, yes. This one right here is great. It's gonna be very, very great for us. Oh wow, very nice actually. And that one as well. All right, let's buy them. Also, let's put a point in frozen armor and put more in there. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, get some money. Okay. Ooh, 50,000. Thank you. 50,000. Thank you. Whoopsies. 50,000. Thank you. Thousand. All right. Alright, there's nothing here. Okay. We want this, and we want this. Yeah. This is going to be soon. Level 6, we're level 5. Oh, okay. Very nice. go to players 8. I'm gonna go back to players 8. Also, what we do want to do is buy ourselves something, I guess. Get rid of that. Oh yeah, we don't need any of this stuff. Yeah, let's buy something like this. Poison reduced. Well, technically we should buy that. Okay. Okay, let's just buy a whole bunch of these. By the way, why am I buying all of these, right? Each stamina potion and antidote potion and thawing potion gives you half a minute of what it does. So stamina potions will give you infinite run energy, and they stack. Antidote potions give you 50 poison res, and thawing potions give you 50 cold res. And they stack depending on how many you drink. Or sorry, they don't stack like 50 poison, another 50 poison, meaning 100 poison. No, 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 they stack meaning the duration stacks, meaning you can pre-drink a whole bunch of these and have their benefit. Something like this, like I could drink a whole bunch of these and that'll give me some poison resistance for the next 10 minutes. Okay. What level are you trying that on? Just out of curiosity. Nightmare. You know, for Players 8, you have to be kind of strong. The reason that Players 8 works in the very, very beginning, like of the game, like Act 1 normal, is because everything is weak. So no matter what, even the Fallens don't have, you know, are not that bad. Player count to 0? Nah. Which is, first of all, that's impossible. No, try on Players 3 first. That's my favorite, and it's kind of like the middle ground. It's like a nice little bonus there. Oh, look at my... Okay, I was gonna say. Look at my fire and lightning. Whoa. I'm almost maxed on that. That's crazy. Okay, and let's also buy... Oop. Alright. And now, we keep going. Let's keep doing Players 8. Any boss groups? Let's see. Yes, we all know you need mana. Yes, yeah. So it doesn't matter how hard the mob is. That matters is where the mob is at. So in Nightmare Act 1, like you could farm, you know, like the Fallens, and they have, you know, their own drop table. You see what I'm saying? So yes. The weakest of the mobs at that level have a good item drop, maybe. Yeah. You never know who's gonna give you what. That's just a fact.
I can't.
I'm guessing this is Stony. Mm-hmm. Alright, so we'll get the waypoint. We'll come back for Blood Raven. And besides, I don't want to do Blood Raven on Players 8. She is a very tanky lady. So for her, I would maybe go down player count. Alright, this goes here. And this goes here. Oh wow, and we even have static ready to rock. Is Bishibashu here? Oh no, Bishibashu is in Cold Plains, I believe. Yeah, Rakanishu is the Stony Field guy. And by the way, the stones that you need to get to rescue Cain, right, for Tristram, they are going to be somewhere near the road. So if you follow the road and just, you know, pan a little bit to the left, to the right of the road, waver back and forth, you will be able to find them. They are not hidden somewhere, you know, off to who knows where. They are somewhere near the road. That is part of the game code, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, experience shrine. Can we have like a waypoint here? Yes, beautiful. That means that we have a waypoint in the Stony Field close to a shrine. And we could check that. Oh, and we see this. Oh my gosh, we could do Rakanishu farming. Yes, yes. What is that? It means that you just farm Rakanishu over and over. He gives great experience. Unfortunately, he is lightning. Ooh! Ouch! Yikes! Oh my goodness, he is so strong. No! But I want him dead because of this experience shrine, man. Okay, he's down. He's gonna go down. There we go. Yeah, boy. All right. Woo. Man, life. And again, you should be picking things up like this. I guess I could pick it up to, you know, emulate like how it would be done. Let's get a little bit more life as well. And just keep pumping this. Small shield also can sell for a lot. Especially if it's rare.
Radiate powerful magic.
Yeah, the Cairn stones. They do pulse with some crazy high magic. You are right. Alright, we got the waypoint. While we have the experience shrine, we might as well go forward and let's see how that goes. I remember, this is Player's 8. We're doing pretty okay. Alright, so underground passage is just straight across. So this is going to be a tile like this, meaning we just go straight across. When we find some nice mobs, we will... There we go. Oh no, the experience shrine ran out. But remember, elite packs give you 500% the normal experience that monster type would normally give you. So that means times 5, including all the little minions. So whenever it says minion on the bottom of a mob's name, they give you 5 times the experience if they're part of an elite group like this one.
I need mana.
So mucho importante for you to you know, be looking out for those.
I am overburdened.
Hey, Eagle Orb. You're overburdened. You seem to always be overburdened. Okay. Oh, by the way, so yeah, see, do you see this map right here? It goes down this way, correct? To the bottom left. Meaning you need to keep going to the bottom left. Do not waver off the path, like to go to the right or left of your character. And yes, there might be a way that it takes you that way, but remember, just keep walking straight ahead, and as it works like magic every time. Hey, maybe it's an FCR ring. Hey, another experience shrine. Can we get another waypoint close by? It's possible. No, but we have a camp, which is lots of monsters. Oh my goodness, look at this. Cursed? No. Make sure you always like take a little quick peek on the affix of the elite pack like leader. And make sure that if you have an experience shrine, or any shrine for that matter, that you want to keep, make sure that they are not cursed. And if they are, be careful and make sure you stay far enough back for them not to actually hit you. But if they're rangers, if they're like archers, well, good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? They will most likely hit you from far away and you'll lose your experience shrine anyway. So, it is what it is. Ultra armor. Horrible. Mana. Okay, we don't even have enough mana for all you guys, so we now have to run away. Put more points into charge bolts. Let's find that waypoint because we have to head back. Oh no, you know what? We might as well get the scroll and go rescue Cain, and then we will do Blood Raven afterwards. Yeah. Sounds like a plan, right? Yeah. Alright. Alright, so we have a whole... Yeah, finding the waypoints at first. Whoop. I love that too. And I'm kind of a completionist. The only waypoints that I always skip, or like don't mind skipping, sorry, that's kind of what I meant. The ones that I don't mind skipping are, let's see. I don't mind skipping
I need mana.
Great Marsh in Act 3 because I literally hate that area. So that's like the, you know, the second area technically, right? Spider Forest is first, and then it's the Great Marsh. I just hate the Great Marsh so much. If I run across it, then yes, I do grab it, obviously. But if I'm in the Great Marsh, I tend to not even go into the little side villages or side areas, which is where the waypoint normally is. And I just run until I go into the Flare Jungle. And then I just get the Flare Jungle waypoint. So, Great Marsh, I don't mind skipping. And let's see, what else do I not mind skipping? I don't mind skipping one of the Kurasts, because it's like, as long as I have one or two of the Kurast, right? Like there's Lower Kurast, Kurast Bazaar, and Upper Kurast. I don't mind. Especially most often, I don't get the Upper Kurast waypoint because Trav is right next to it, and it's like, you know, one area higher. Wow, look at this. How many mobs there are here. Yes, that experience. Oh boy, I totally forgot. I have to fight these guys and I don't have any mana. Oh gosh. I have to find the waypoint first. Oh, and I have to sell things first. Whoa, look at that. Oh, very nice. Alright, let's go sell a few stuff. What did I say? It's a bunch of money. And we should keep this, actually, because I just found this. 2 to charge bolt. Doesn't have faster cast rate. But it is a one-hander. Huh? I'm actually very lucky with that drop. Yeah, let's put that away. I'm not gonna lie. I might use this in a second. But I just want that faster cast rate for now. Alright, we have access to our gloves. And, yep. And then, hold on, let's finish our thought here, because then I'll forget. Oh, also we have access to both rings now, which gives us some more mana. These we will be using later on for the magic find. For now, I want to cast faster. What else was I going to say? This should be like that. And this should be also like that. What else was I going to say? So, other areas that I don't mind skipping. So, one of the Cuirass, most likely upper Cuirass. And I also don't mind skipping. Here, I'll show you which one. These are oh, I can't because it's the Act 5 ones. But there's one, I think it's called Frozen Tundra. I don't mind skipping that. And I don't mind skipping one of the glacial areas that are in between the Crystalline Passage and the area. You know? But besides that, I do like me some waypoints. Yeah, Diablo 1, man, if you've played that, I mean, yeah, you're one of the OGs, because that is such an iconic game, and it's so old though, like, meaning it's so different than what we are used to in games now. But at the same time, it's kind of cool, like, that's how they made it. Also, let's just keep drinking more of these. But I know that there are mods of Diablo 1 that are actually pretty darn cool, and also they kind of stick with the old, you know, slow-paced system, and nothing is like crazy overpowered, or maybe, you know, it starts getting there, but I believe there's like Diablo 1 Hellfire, there's like all these different mods. Those are pretty cool. I've seen some people play it on YouTube, and pretty cool. I don't know where you would get it, probably Googling it, and I don't know if it's like a zip file or what, I have no idea. But, or like how you would download it, so just make sure you don't get any viruses or anything like that. You know, I'm not telling you what to do and what not to do, but I wouldn't just randomly download stuff unless if you verified that it's actually good. So first of all, okay, ooh, rejuves. We do need to start picking up rejuves. And let's pick up the Scroll of Inifis. The Scroll of Inifis. And before we put any stat points in, let's see what we need our stat points to be eventually. 15, 15, 25, we got it. 43, okay, that's at 45. Whoopsies. Okay, so we're good on strength. So pretty much the rest of our points goes into vitality. We have 1 point wonders. More into charge bolts. For the mana. Command and Conquer? Bro, that's a great game as well. See, you're listening off all the old ones. All the good old games, man. That's the way that it, those are the good old days, you know what I'm saying? Wow, weird pattern. And then after rescuing Kane, we're gonna
Tristram was no match for
kill
Diablo.
Blood Raven to help the Sisterhood. And get ourselves our first mercenary.
I need mana. I need mana.
Wow. Nice boss
I
backs
need
here.
mana.
Oh, what the heck? So many boss backs. Hey, and we have a topaz for a helm. Isn't that cool? Oh, yeah. No, I get you, man. Oh, trust me, I'm not a youngin' either, so I know exactly what you're talking about. And yeah, I've played many a game in my day, but they were different days, right? Different days and different games. Different type, or sorry, like a different game, how should I say it? Mentality. You know, back in the day, it was like, I mean, it was like new technology. It's like, imagine, you know, you went back 500 years and told somebody what a TV looked like, right? Like, there's always like those people that give the hypotheticals, right? There's such a, it was so different when you were young in those days, or not young, but
I need mana. I need mana.
oh gosh darn it.
I need mana.
StarCraft, yes, I know. Unfortunately, I never got into StarCraft 1. I never played that game.
I need mana.
But I watched it. Yeah, I don't know why. It just never, just wasn't on my radar. My friends never played it. But Diablo definitely was. A lot of my friends played Diablo and Diablo 2. So that's where I pretty much grew up with. Let's grab that. Grab a cap. That. Alright, and I think we're good.
Good to see
Now we can
you.
use Kane to identify all of our stuff. And let's check out the ring. It's probably going to be horrible. Actually, for a regular playthrough, this is pretty good. Eight fire. 10% chance to cast level 3 charge bolt. It's not nothing. More life is what we need. And actually, let's try this. Okay, can we equip anything? Nope. We can equip this for more. Yeah, I know. Yeah, all in general Blizzard games, I think that's what you mean. Blizzard made some good games, man. At least back in the day, they still, you know, they're still making games, but the people have changed, right, in the company, so maybe some visions are not exactly how they used to be, like the visions of what a game should look like and stuff. But in general, yeah, Blizzard games are pretty darn good. Excuse me. Alright, let's take a look. I'm taking a look at the faster cast rate breakpoints for sorceresses. And we have 9, 20, 37, and then obviously 63 is later when you get a spirit. But 9, 20, 37. So pretty much 10, 20, or 40. And we are at 10, 20, 30, and 40. Yep. So we need to stick to that. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Also, which ones are activated here? What level are we? 13. We will soon actually activate these guys. Oh, whoa. These are 14 already. This is going to be in a quick second, man. And this is also in a quick second. What is going on? Alright. Well. Let's go down to players 1. Although we're probably strong enough without a problem. But let's go to the cold plains, and this time we are going to go down the other path. Which should be somewhere down here. To go kill Blood Raven. A little cheeky mana recharge. Yeah, and it should be very close to the wall. And there we are.
There is dark magic at work.
So now that we're actually level we're level 13, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Nobody fights Blood Raven this late in the game. But look at how tanky she is. Even on players 1, she is tanky. Look at that, man. And there we are. I'm excited. We're gonna get our first mercenary from Kasia.
I can hurt.
Bazanti. Bazanti girl. She's level 12. Let's check out what kind of arrow she uses.
Blood Raven.
Exploding arrow. Excuse me. That's okay. Actually, should we hire one that's cold arrow? Yeah. Kyoko! Yes, yes, yes. I think that's who we want, right? Cold arrow. Or should we keep... exploding arrow is kind of strong. Well, how much does cold arrow do? You know what? Let's keep Basanti. Let's keep Basanti. Let's go back down, up to players 8. I highly doubt she's going to be able to survive anything.
When I
But let's see what happens. Basanti. Get yourself some cold res, girl.
I'll put that to good
good to
use.
see you.
You'll put that to good use, you say, huh? Let's give you some attack rating.
I'll put that to good use.
And let's buy you a bow, shall we? A bow like this. Looks good to me.
I'll put that to good use.
And fire away, as they say. All right. Where are we? All right. First 3 quests done. Cain saved. Blood Raven Guild. Next up is, I guess, the tower, which is the most often farmed location in Act 1. And where do we go? Oh, we go all the way over there. All right. And the reason for that is because the Countess inside the tower can drop all the way up to a Ral rune in normal. And people always hunt her down for Talon F to make themselves a stealth. Now we are also going to be doing the same thing. However, we have a stealth already pre-prepared for us. But the tower is a great place to actually gain levels as well. You could gain quite a few levels, or sorry, you could get like good, decent experience. Maybe up to like level 17-ish, which is exactly when stealth starts to get used, right? Because you need to be 17 to even use it. So you could run Countess over and over on players 8. Just make sure you drop player count down to players 1. Hey, by the way, you too, Project Z. I forgot to mention that. You know, the players count is nice, and it works exactly how we talked about and discussed earlier. And it is beneficial to go into higher player counts, right? However, there is one exception. Only one. And that is the Countess. Yes, I know it's weird. How come there's literally one exception in the game? I mean, I'm sure there must be more than one exception, and I'm sure there's a good reason. But guess what? The reason is not what you would normally think, but it's not a bad reason, or like it's not that it doesn't make sense. It makes sense from like a coding perspective, but what ends up happening is the lower the player count, which essentially what tells you that there's a lower chance of dropping items, right? Gives you a higher chance of dropping runes because they don't take up the item drop slot. Now, the more players that there are in the game, the chance to drop items increases, which again takes up the slot of the rune instead. And therefore you get less runes but more items, and we want more runes and less items from the Countess, only from the Countess. Hey, and we have a nice quick waypoint to tower pathway here. Very good. So you could be on players 8 or any player count you want while you're getting to the Countess, and you know, you get to kill everybody on the high player count, get lots of experience, get more drops, yada yada. But then right before you actually kill the Countess, go back down to players 1 and you'll be good. Oh, lightning enchanted. Whoopsies. Hey, Basanti, get back over here. Come on, Basanti, do your thing. Hey, Basanti, get out, please. Come on, Basanti, do your thing, girl. There we go. That there. Alright. And the tower levels, if you're having if you want a quick shortcut of how to get to the next like level, wherever your character comes from, so as you can see, like I'm trying to put it under this shade right here, where it comes from, if it's facing the direction that you would normally walk out of the place, right down the corridor, your character has to go to the left to find the next location. You got a ring and amulet that has magic item find at the moment. Yes, definitely. That's what any gear that has magic find on it, like this is why you love topazes, is gonna help you out get that sweet loot, you know what I'm saying? Cursed as well. Jeez Louise. Archers just hurt so much. I don't know. I don't know how those code maniacs did their thing. 14. And since we went this way, to the left is literally this way. So nice, we have a nice map here. And to the left, which is this direction, it should be here. Very nice. And again to the left, so we're gonna turn this way. We should be killing some of this stuff. To be honest, I don't know why I'm walking away from all these things. We want the experience. And I'm going a little into lightning, because lightning is strong, and as long as things are in a straight line, I prefer using lightning. However, it is a little slower on the casting speed, but that's okay, because lightning has a different frames that it works on. It doesn't use the regular faster cast rate. Oh, and there's a ring. You can get yourself a faster cast rate ring as well. Hey, some more mana. And just like I said, we can spawn the Countess on players 8 so that we get more experience for killing her. But right before she dies, we will go back down to players 1. So see, we're gonna spawn her. There she is. Slash players 1. And we go at it.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
And when I'm in single player Project Z, I'm gonna call you Zeeb, just by the way, just so that you know. I think we discussed that before. By the way, Z, pretty much when I'm on single player, I always do more than players 1 for pretty much everything besides the Countess, right? So just like I explained. And Ral, Tal, look at that. Beautiful. 2 of the highest runes there. And Rals, specifically, are one of the most sought after and collected runes there is at all. Because Rals are used for a bunch of good crafting recipes. Rails are used for faster cast rate amulets. They're used for putting sockets into white base items. They are used for what else are they used for? They are used for, oh gosh, I forget. But there's other uses for them as well. But anyways, Rals, at least for those 2 things, are good. And perfect amethysts. And amethysts, like the pink gems, are the most popular because they are the most useful as well. And there we have it. We could go back to players 8 actually, and pretty much just literally play the game on that higher player count so that we know how strong we are and how, you know, like how far we can go while pushing ourselves to the limit. And the best way to get ahead of the curve is to start doing players count, higher player count early on. So the earlier you do it, the faster you'll level, and then you will be able to keep up with the player count as you go through the game. If you start doing player counts or higher players count later in the game while you are underleveled, then you're going to be screwed. But if you do it from the very beginning, you're going to be in the clear and you're going to pretty much keep up with the difficulty. And it'll just be a good indicator of, you know, how far you are compared to, you know, like your skill levels and all that stuff and your gear compared to the mobs. Alright, let's fill up on our potions. Unfortunately, I wish that they gave options to buy both minor and the light versions, but whatever. Alright. We will keep this no matter what. Oh wait. We need to do some gear upgrades. If I'm not mistaken, we have a Tarn helm
Good day.
that is waiting for us. Also check some gear. Look at this. Hey, look at this. Right? 17 cold res, 9 fire res. Pretty much all good. This is nice for a mercenary. I know she already has some attack rating, but we'll give her fire res as well. Okay. Ral can go in here, and this is where the normal stuff goes. Alright, beautiful. So we can put on a Tarn helm, which is huge. 49 magic find. My favorite super low level helmet is right here. And this can go to the Garbaggio. Fortunately, we do need this. Otherwise, I would want to prefer to go like this, but that is okay. And we have these guys. So let's move everything. Settle that. Drink that. Man, how come we have 3 more? Did I miss something? Yes, I did. Wait. Yeah, how the heck are we supposed to fit our... Wait, is our inventory not... Yeah, this is 7. Oh, and I need 6. Gosh darn it. Okay. Beautiful. Lots more mana. This is later for magic finding. So which exactly what you did, right? Alright, let me take... And I actually am probably going to have to edit the title of this video because I highly doubt we're going to be able to finish all of normal within a reasonable amount of time because I still want to eat something as well soon. Eat some dinner. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So let's get to it. Ooh, that faster unlock is noticeable. Wow, very nice. Alright, what's next? Look for the Herodric Malice. Alright. Alright, to the outer cloister we go. Now, once we get teleport going, we will be able to kind of go quick. So that should be an easy, like that. That should be something. Lightning enchanted. Okay, we're not fighting that guy. Oh, experience shrine. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. By the way, once we hit 18,
The monastery on Dario's stronghold.
once we hit 18, we are going to respec using the free enable respec option in single player. And I will actually let's explain really quickly how you guys should be putting points in if you are not going to use the enable restart. So this is a single player like journey, but without without the infinite respecking that is allowed on single player. Ooh. Let's see how tough these guys are. You are gonna have to strategically place your points, right? You can't just randomly do as you wish. Otherwise, you will kind of get stuck. And your damage is just going to be so bad that you're going to have to use your respec from the Den of Evil, which I think is kind of, you know, very, how should I say it? You know, useful to have in the future, like for, you know, in case, I don't know, I guess in case the respec option is no longer available. I don't know. Anyways, first, let's go get the Malice. We found the stairs here, but I want the Malice. So where are you, Malice? Are you on the left side? Or are you on the right side? Hey, heavy gloves. Just out of curiosity, I want to see what you could roll with. Wow, look at that. Pretty nice, if you ask me. Maybe it's here? No. Is it down there? Is it up here? Come on, Smithy, Smithy. Oh, here he is.
I can't carry anymore.
Extra strong Smithy, huh? Don't kill me, please. Oh my goodness. Wait, oh, there's two boss packs here. Hey, okay, I see, I see. That's what was happening. Now, where is the... Oh. Get out of here, you.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, let's get the
The
Malice.
sisters appreciate this thing.
Let's go back. Unfortunately, our little rogue... Whoops. Wrong way. Got wasted. That's okay. Alright. Jail level 1.
If there was magic here, it's long gone now.
So again, to the left for the waypoint. Should be right here, actually. Whoa, or not. Never mind. There's a little weird of a map, but that's okay. It will be to the left, I guess not here. Whoa, not here either. Oh, wow. This is a weird map. So the waypoint's going to be here. And the entrance to the next level will be to the left of the waypoint. So this map is either a very, very long map. Wow, it is. Okay, so we did go do the right thing. Okay. Oh, if they weren't champions, I would stop to fight them, but... Okay, this is a nice pack right here. Look. And you can stand outside of the actual jail cell. Because this is what it is, right? This is a jail cell or what? Yeah. And you know what is funny though? That they actually put mana and life leech on staves and wands, which is the most hilarious thing, considering that sorceresses and necros do not swing their weapons. So even if you hold it on a sorceress, by the way, Z, if you put on that staff onto your sorceress and she's shooting fireballs or lightning or frozen orb or whatever, you will not be getting mana back. The only way you actually get mana back or life back from mana and life leech are if you physically swing your weapon like this. Like this. If you do not do that, you do not get mana and life back from life leech. Just FYI. Yeah, but that is kind of hilarious. It's almost like a troll. You know what that means? It's like the Blizzard developers and the coders. They're like, you know what? We're gonna troll these guys by putting mana leech on the staves and on the wands and orbs, and we're gonna trick players into thinking that they're gonna get mana back. But guess what? They won't unless if they swing with it. And who swings? Yeah. It is true. And who swings? You know what I mean? Like nobody swings like using an actual staff. Like that's death waiting to happen. You gotta be far away and casting your spells. Right? Let's kill some of these guys. Get them in a nice perfect line. Nice. Yeah. I mean, I would have thought, right, that like if it says mana leech or life leech, like it should do that no matter whether or not, you know, no matter what you do, right? That's what I thought too. But no, it's not the case. Ah, that's what I was trying to avoid. Pit spawn fall dog, you. And he's cold enchanted. He's slowing me down when I'm running. Alright. Oh. Did we go the wrong way this whole time? What the heck? No. It should be to the left, which is where we are. But I'm guessing we need to go a little over. Or a little under? Whoa, we have to keep going? Okay, so that could happen. This is a normal thing that I guess that happens. Ah. Or no, this is not to the left. What am I talking about? Guys, I misled you. I'm sorry. No, to the left was the waypoint, right? But now we're on level 2. Jeez Louise, I'm losing my mind here. For level 2 and level 3, you just go... Or level 2, you go across. Dum-dum over here, giving you false advice. So straight across, see? Boom, straight across, and here's our exit. Now level 3 though is back to the left. It might even be here because it might be like a turnaround. It might be. Let me go check really quickly. Is it here? No, it's not. Okay. So we have to go over, so up and to the left. Wait, there's nothing here. What? Alright, hold on. Oh, yeah, we have to keep going. Over to, whoa, so many things. But that's good. We're close to another level up, which is always a good thing. over to the left. And there we are. As promised. Okay, we get our second to last waypoint. Let's go back to town, repair, and check if we could put any new things on.
The Order welcomes you.
And let's also turn in the Herodic Malice.
Oh,
There we go. Repair all of our stuff. Alright. What did I just have open? Something was like wrong. Oh, this. That is so funny. I never noticed this, but if you have both your quest and your inventory open on the old graphics, this doesn't match. Oh, that's so funny. Alright, finally we could wear our stealth. Very nice. Which is huge. So now we get to 65. Let's see, does that hit the next breakpoint? It does, because 63 is a breakpoint afterwards. Ooh. We are gonna be so fast. So fast. But that, in turn, is gonna kind of create a mana problem for us. Because the faster you cast, the faster you drain your mana as well. Kind of funny. But true. But good thing, all of our charms are active. So actually what we should do is take a look at our resistances. And this is how we are. By the way, are we 18? No, we're 17. Technically, we don't have to respec, to be very honest. Let's keep it as is. Let's put a point in telekinesis. And we'll go down to teleport next level. So, yeah, let's discuss really quickly how you guys should go about doing this. So, because Charge Bolt is the only AoE skill, right? Because you have the option of Ice Bolt, which leads to Ice Blast, also single target, single target. You have the choice of Fire Bolt going to Fireball at level 12, which is kind of far. Well, not far really, but you know what I'm saying. Also single target, slightly AoE, so this is your second best option. And then this just regularly is an AoE, right? And people sometimes even max Charge Bolt later on with Lightning Mastery. It does pretty well. But at 12 you get Lightning, which is also AoE. So you have two AoEs, right? This one's more in a straight line, this one's more spread out. So in general, Lightning skill tree is the way to go in my opinion. At least for normal. What can I say about it? I personally very much like Chain Lightning once I get there. Which again, I kind of didn't think this through, and I should have saved an extra point so that when I hit 18 I could put 1 point into both of these at the same time. So I should have maybe put less points, like one less point into Charge Bolt, so I could put one into Chain Lightning. This is phenomenal. You don't have to aim with it that much. All you have to do is aim at one enemy, and the enemies near it are also going to be zapped, right? So you should do this, and you shouldn't, like, I would go at least to 30 strength, just so that you can wear a regular belt, which is going to be available in Act 2 from Farah, from like a shop. It is actually available in this shop as well, but you have to kind of shop for it kind of over and over until you get it. But Farah always pretty much sells belts, so you're going to want, or sorry, I need 30 strength for chain boots, which are the next boots that are going to be dropping, but you definitely want 25 strength for a belt. And then besides that, I would go with vitality, maybe some energy if you're lacking mana. Alright, let's get Basanti back. What level is she? 13. She's kind of lagging behind, and she's probably going to die immediately. But that's just the way that it goes, right? Alright. We are off on the last final stretch of Act 1. And we could stick on Players 8. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to hit 18 yet. But
This place chills me to the bone.
why not try, right? If you don't try, you'll never know. Or whatever the saying is. What the heck? Alright, dead end, dead end. And pretty much, when I hit 18, I'm not going to be teleporting like a madman. You know, like, this is not an end game thing. Because, first of all, I'm not going to have enough mana or high enough mana potions to sustain teleporting everywhere. But what it does give me is the ability to, instead of having to walk around and go through a door, I can, you know, teleport across a wall that I got myself, like, you know, stuck at, right? What is going on here? Why did this unplug? Did I ever change this?
I need mana.
See, it's gonna say I need mana a lot.
I need mana.
Unfortunately. Oh wait, is it possibly there? Oh come on. See, these are the. Oh boy.
I need mana.
But minions are good, I guess, for experience.
I need mana.
Okay. You, Mr. Shaman, must go.
I need mana.
Okay. Mana, mana. Oh, of course. And Bazanti is on the other side of the wall. She got herself stuck. And unfortunately, I cannot help.
I need mana.
Wow, 2 groups. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, 2 groups. Wow.
I need mana.
I need so much mana here. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, but even these little Fallens give 5 times the
I
experience.
need mana.
As long as they save minion on them. That's what they do. Any mana potions? We're gonna have to go back and get freaking mana potions. Unbelievable. See, like right here, you literally have to walk around if you do not have teleport. Like there's no other access point, you know? Now, for Catacombs level 2, you want to probably go counterclockwise. Because if you find the waypoint, you keep going counterclockwise to get the next level. So that kind of saves you some time if that's what ends up happening. Okay, there's nothing here. And remember, pick up all your chip gems and save them. Do not sell them right away. Because there's a recipe that when you put 3 chip gems and a magic item of any type, you re-roll it. So if you buy or find a cheap wand or a cheap staff and re-roll it, but remember it has to be cheap, and re-roll it, and it gets plus to skills like this one, like +1 frozen armor, +2 to charge bolt. It'll automatically become so expensive, it most likely will cap out and sell for whatever the max sell value of an act is, right? So like in Act 1, the highest amount is 5,000 that you could sell for. In Act 2, it's 10,000 and so on and so forth, right? 15,000 in Act 3. So people save their chip gems, and then in Act 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, if they need it, they buy like a wand for like 500 gold. And then they put in the 3 gems, the wand into the cube, re-roll it, and hopefully if it gets plus the skills, it sells for 10k or 15k or 20k. And then in Act 5 it's 25k. And then Nightmare, all of Nightmare is 30k and all of Hell is 35k, right? Alright, so anyways, also, here's our waypoint. And from the waypoint of Catacomb level 2, we are going to go to the right. So if our character is walking down the pathway away from the waypoint, so we're walking this direction, her body needs to turn to the right to find the exit. And she might have to walk far and turn right, or she might have to walk shortly and turn right. We don't know that part, but we do know that it is going to be to the right, which in my case is going to be to in the top left corner somewhere. So that's what I'm going to do. And as I said, there we have it. Another elite. Wow, we're casting so fast. Nobody in actual, like, in a playthrough of normal without giving gear from, like, a different character, there's no one that's going to be able to cast this fast.
I need mana.
63 is kind of crazy to hit. And we're so close, though. We might be able to. Also, always look for globes and orbs, and they have different names for them, but make sure your eyes are peeled. Oh, gem shrine. If you have a flawless gem, or a flawless amethyst, more specifically, you should use a gem shrine on that. If not, you know, probably don't worry about it. Just grab any gem, or if you want a specific gem that you want to upgrade it. And if not, then just get a random chip one. And you're all good. But I have saved, obviously, a... Okay, now also, do you see how... Here, let me walk around this way. Do you see on this map how there's like that little corner here? In that corner room? Well, this corner room always has either a champion pack or an elite pack. Or both, or two. In this case, it has a champion pack, a pack of champions. So that's always like a thing, you know? If you wanted to know more about patterns, that's a pattern.
I need mana.
Oh gosh, I'm running out of mana. Alright, we'll go back for some mana. If you say so.
Greetings.
Mana. We're probably going to need even more mana. To be very, very honest. Okay, let's put this guy away. Anything else unlocked? Oh no, of course, because we didn't level up yet. And you know what? Let's get Basanti. She's gonna die probably, but more mana. Okay, let's see. So also in Catacombs level 3, so you know that waypoint little trick, right? That memory thing that I taught you. There is no trick for level 3 to 4. So you pretty much just have to randomly, well, look for the level 4 entrance. And you see that weird light? That also means there's a champion back here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Now there is one skill that I have not used that a lot of people put points into, or sorry, 1 point at least into. and that is Static Field. That is one of the strongest skills in the game, especially in normal difficulty, because it can bring a monster's HP down to 1. The only problem that I find with it, is at low levels, the radius is so low, so little, that you literally have to be standing right next to a monster to have it, you know, reach it.
I am overburdened.
And I just feel like, you know, you get put into hit recovery too often, and I don't feel like using it. Now, once we level up, oh yeah, actually, you know what? I do want to use it. We will respec before Andy. How about that? I'm gonna show you what I wanted to like show you when it comes to the leveling process. Yeah, we're gonna hit 18 here because we do want to have static, and I should have said this from the get-go more.
I need mana. I need mana.
Alright, so this guy's lightning immune, so I'm actually going to leave him alone. I just want to get his minions. By the way, here is our teleport skill. Whoa, we do not want to fight any of that. Okay. Once we find level 4, we will discuss how we should have done it. And don't worry, you can, again, you have free respecs on single player, and if on the off chance you were not on single player, it's not the end of the world, because you could use Akara to respec because you finished Den of Evil, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, here's level 4. We are going to head back into town. Grab ourselves all the potions that we can.
Hello.
Hire Basanti back.
Good evening.
That. Fill up on this. Oh, actually, we are gonna drink some antidotes. A second. All right. Let's go repair.
Yes.
And let's talk about how we're gonna do this. See, she does sell belts. Okay. So first of all, this is giving us some dexterity. What else is giving us dexterity? This. Okay, let's put those away then. Let's put this away and this away. All right. Alt and left click. Boom. All right. So in the very beginning, we wanted to get enough strength so that we could at least wear a belt, and I opted out to get to 30 strength. So I'm gonna do that for myself here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 levels. So this is level 5, right? So 4 levels. We're gonna be at level 5, which means that with Den of Evil completed, we're gonna have 5 points. So from level 1 to 5, this is how I do this. 1 point into Charge Bolt. Second point in, second point into Charge Bolt. Third point into Charge Bolt. And then, so I'm at level 3 or 4 technically. Then at level 5, so we're nearing level 6. Remember, level 6 is a kind of like a big deal that's going to happen. Then I put 1 point into Frozen Armor, and I put 1 point into Warmth using my what's called free skill point from doing the Den of Evil, the first quest. Alright, so we would be at level 5 right now. We have enough points for our gear, and we're level 5. We have 3 in Charged Bolt and 1 point wonders in Frozen Armor and Warmth. Then, when you hit level 6, what you want to do is you want to put 1 point into static. Boom. This is level 6. And starting at level 6, you pretty much put points into vitality. Or, if you don't have any, if you're having mana issues, put a few, like maybe 10 points into energy. Right? 2 levels worth. But for me, I'm going to go vitality. So boom. That's level 6. Level 7. Let's see. Level 7 goes here. That's right, that's right. And here, level 8, 8, 9, 9. Okay, let's think about this. People also go into Frost Nova to slow enemies down. So let's do that. 10, 10. And this is a nice utility skill. 10, 10. 11. 11. And then at 12 is another monumental, right? Like a thing. So 12 unlocks the 3rd row of skills, which we're going to go lightning. So 12, 12. And nothing here. 13, 13. 14, 14. And we might want to put, let's say, 3 points into static. 14, 14. Right? Maybe. Yeah, let's do that. 15, 15, 16, 16. And then for 17, when at 17, you either want to not put any points anywhere, or if you accidentally forgot to put a point in telekinesis, which a lot of people do forget this, and then they're like, oh my gosh, I forgot telekinesis, so I have to wait an extra level for teleport. At 17 would be the time to put 1 into telekinesis. But if you have this earlier, then save your skill point from 17. And then, when we turn 18, we are going to dump 2 points. 1 into Chain Lightning, 1 into Teleport. That's going to be our 18. Boom. Last point of 18 goes into Vitality. And now you have your Frozen Armor. That's a buff for yourself. Frost Nova. Static and teleport. Where is it? Right here. And then on your main hand right here, you should probably have Chain Lightning. And on this, the higher damaged Lightning. Unless if you want to actually use Charge Bolt, but it's not going to be doing that much. Let's see. What level is our Charge Bolt? Level 6. Yeah, then maybe this is nice. Or this. Whichever. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to put Charged Bolt on here. Because I have Chain Lightning here. So this seems to be like a nice nice way of going about it. And now we could put our gear back on. Nothing changed because we never had to put into dexterity, but I just wanted to show it off the way that I did it. And yeah, and that's how you're gonna rock. So finally, here, we're gonna change the title here actually. Update. So yeah, we're only gonna do Act 1 for now. And later on we're gonna do I think probably Act 2 through 5 right away, because of how quickly it's gonna go with the teleport. So anyways, let's go down to Andariel. If you have any magic find gear, get that ready. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my magic find gear into my inventory. Oh, and actually first what we're gonna do is we're gonna drink a whole bunch of antidote potions. That is gonna be key for your survival here with Andy. That's 6 minutes. And that's 12 minutes. Now let's give some to our mercenary.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome,
Thank
Basanti.
Thank you.
Although, girl, you are
Thank
not
you.
going to be with us for long, because unfortunately an Act 2 mercenary will be, whoops,
Thank you.
a little
Thank
better
you.
for us.
Thank you. Thank you.
With his prayer
Thank you.
aura,
Thank you.
it can always naturally heal. Alright, let's get going. So pretty much the combination here is you're going to Frost Nova, static, 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 maybe run away, Frost Nova, static, static, static again, all the way until she gets very low, and then you kind of blast her down with either Charge Bolt, Lightning, or Chain Lightning. In general, that is the kind of rotation, right? You Frost Nova, you static, and then you attack with your main damage dealer. And people do this for even regular monsters. Oh boy, hold on, now we forgot. We're gonna go down to players. You know what? You guys should go down to players 3, for example, maybe, if you're a little scared. But I'm gonna stick with players 8. I'm actually gonna go down to player 7. Yeah, I totally forgot. This was all on players 8. Make sure you kill all these shamans and stuff. They're gonna kind of be a pain in the butt if you have to drag Andariel out from like the main room over there, you know. So just to be on the safe
I'm
side.
overburdened.
What? How are you overburdened? Oh. Yeah, if you have to drag Andariel into this room for like safety or whatever, make sure you clear most of it out. Oh my goodness. Hopefully this guy's not lightning immune. No, he's not. See, you could do this. Static, static, static. And then fight with your main. Wow, they are so tanky though. Oh, that's right, because afflicted / tainted are naturally heavily lightning immune. So maybe this is not the best idea. Let's see how we could do here. Also, don't forget yourself a safety TP, which I did not put down. Let me do that, actually. Let's not be idiots, yeah? And I am on player 7. So let's definitely not be idiots, please. So we're going to slow her down, and then static. Oh my goodness, everyone's following us. Where is she? Oh my gosh, she's all the way up there. Okay. have to probably go all the way back. Come on, Dario. You're fast, right? If you're fast, come over here for us. Yeah, just static her down as much as you can. Put on your magic find gear. And finish her off. And down she goes. And just like that, congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back. You have completed Act 1 on your sorceress. In normal.
The evil queen has fallen.
You should pick up everything, obviously. And she drops 2 chips and a regular gem of a sort on your first kill of her every single time. So enjoy those. Keep these guys if need be. And then this one is probably, well, do whatever you want with it, but you get gems here. Yay! That's right. First place trophy, man. First place trophy. Let's take a look, see at this. Hey, level 3 required, 26 strength. That's achievable, right? What did I drop? This. And there you have it. Now, she is, you know, without static, I would not do player 7 with her, okay? Even the only players that probably could pull that off, like, you know, relatively easily is anybody that does fire. So, you know, like a fire trap assassin or a fire druid or a holy fire paladin or even a fire sorc. But yeah, don't go too crazy without static field, but with static field anything is possible. So yeah, typically players 3 is a good place to be. Let's talk to everybody and go repair. And we're pretty much going to have to say goodbye to Act 1. Although Act 1 is the best, obviously. It's the most iconic starting town ever. Let's quickly go to Act 2.
Your presence honors me.
And just discuss what you should at least have by Act 2.
No.
By Act 2, before you start out, because you're going to be using teleport, you really need to consider how important faster cast rate is, which leads me to say that stealth armor is going to be a must. You cannot pretty much progress through the game safely and well effectively, and just you're going to enjoy your life so much better once you have this. And it's level 17 required, and pretty much every brand new character wears this at level 17, even if they're not a casting character, a casting hero, okay? This is just better for everything, for faster run walk, for the hit recovery, even manage magic damage reduction by 3. I mean, literally everything on here is useful. Everything. Even the 15 maximum stamina is useful at this level. Okay? You'd be surprised. Look at this. You only have like 150 stamina at this point in time. So having 15 extra is actually helpful. You know, it's funny because it's like an ongoing, you know, joke, right? About how you only care about stamina in the very early stage of the game and then you don't. Well, this is the stage of the game that you actually do care about it still. So stealth is a must. Do not go into Act 2 without a stealth. What else? It is also a must to have 25 strength probably, because you do not want to be juggling potions with only 8 potion slots. You want to have at least those 12. So 25 strength. People sometimes opt to not have that. I don't understand why. So make sure that when you're in Act 2, you have 25 strength in order to buy a belt. And here's exactly what I'm talking about. You go to Farah and you buy yourself a belt. A belt with something on it is better than a belt with nothing on it. So even this, which by the way, Act 2 introduces poison damage pretty much. I don't really think of any source that deals poison damage besides Dario in Act 1. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. The only other possibility is if a mob is spectral hit, right? Then they have a 1 in 4 chance of dealing poison damage to you. But besides that, Act 2 is going to start dealing poison damage. Also, anything with lightning resistance is going to be your friend. There's a bunch of lightning damage in Act 2. So trying to farm yourself a helmet with lightning res is going to be very good. My favorite is to go and shop helmets, boots, and gloves here at Elzix. Helms. Okay, even a helm like with 5 energy on a sorceress gives you a bunch of mana. She gets, if I'm not mistaken, 4 mana per energy point. So 5 energy is 20 mana, and that is literally like 1/5 of your mana pool. It's huge, okay? Or maybe even more. You could also find armors. This is nice. Oh, sorry, not armors, because armors are going to have stealth. But for your mercenary, if you should get your mercenary another stealth. So really, you should spend enough time in Act 1 doing Countess runs in the tower to farm 2 stealths. So Tal-Eth, and also a tier Ral. That would be a good option to have as a backup for the Leaf rune word, and I'll talk to you more about that later. Also Neftir, which is a potential helmet which has Cloak of Shadows, so if you get into a sticky situation you can cast that. Or Tier Nef, I forget which it is, but it's called Nadir. So farm yourself up that. What else? You can also farm yourself an Ith-El-Eth. Those 3 runes make something called the Malice, which you can put into any weapon and give that to your mercenary. Or Steel, Tier L, or L tier, Tier L. Those 2 runes. That's another rune word for a mercenary. What else should you do before continuing into Act 2? Make sure, I would even farm, to be honest with you, if you don't have any hand-me-down gear, I would farm enough. Maybe find a super chest. Super chests are like in the huts in Act 1, like anywhere in the side of a hut that's out in the open area. There are these special huts that have super chests. Farm yourself 10 faster cast. Whoa, just never went back on. Farm yourself 10 faster cast rate rings and amulets like this. 10 faster cast rate, 10 faster cast rate, 10 faster cast rate. This for your sorceress is going to be also ideal. And by the way, they start dropping at level 3, as you can see. You could find a plain blue one, blue ring, all at level 3 to get faster cast rate. You could literally do this in the Blood Moor in the first area. Or if not, the Cold Plains, right? The Cold Plains, you could get these. So just, I would say farm this over and over, rock an issue. So Helm, we're good. Find yourself a lightning res is good. Gloves, find yourself some random gloves that have magic find. Boots, if you have not found Hasaris, or anything like better, like roughly like this, you could farm yourself some magic find boots, some res boots, also some res gloves. So lightning res is priority number 1 in Act 2. Fire res is going to be priority soon in Act 3, and obviously in Act 4. So anything with lightning and fire resist is also something that you could shop for here at Elzix. And how do you do this? Literally go talk to him, open this trap door, go down into the sewers, and come back out. And talk to him again. and he will refresh his shop every time. I'm just gonna show you a little bit. Look at this. This is 8 to energy. This is huge. Let's actually test this, how much this gives. So 8 energy, if I'm correct, 4 mana per energy would give us 32 mana. Let's see if that's true. We should jump up to 179. Let's see. No, 163. Wait, what? Really? 8 energy. 163. What is that? 18? Wait. No. That's 24. Oh, so each point in energy gives 3 to mana. So my bad. See, it's good to be corrected. It's good to fix your own mistakes. So that's 24 mana and 6 fire res. Still huge, right? And do this as much as you have the energy to and want to. Now, doing this at level 12 will get you different item rolls and possibilities compared to doing this at level 18 or level 20 or level 24 or whatnot, right? What have you. So don't do this at level 10 and expect great rolls, right? The higher you go in levels, the higher certain rolls will be able to be, and just like meaning affix rolls, right? Like look at this, 17 to life. Ooh, this is nice. To be very honest with you, unfortunately, it will have the 8 slots, right? But look at this one, cold res and poison lick reduction, both good. If you're gonna get that Nef tier, right? For Nadir, make sure you have a white open socket. 8 life. Anything good here? No. You reset and you reset and you reset it a few times, and you will definitely end up getting some nice stuff. 10 faster hit recovery. Boom. Nice and easy. Right?
What you need?
7 light res. Wow. 17 fire. 25% poison link reduction. I might get that for the mercenary. Now what are we going to do with the mercenary? We are, let's see Basanti. She got nothing. We are going to hire a prayer mercenary so that we can get healed. Who should we hire? Haseen? Haseen it is, I think. Emilio. Haseen it is. Shall give him that. Shall give him that. And yeah.
Hello.
Just make sure you're prepared. Make sure that you are ready for a bunch of lightning damage in Act 2. Make sure you have your stealth for both you and your mercenary, which again, I should have gotten him a stealth, and I was not thinking, so I did not get him that. But I will get him that before Act 2 and 3, which is going to be in the next stream. Actually, we might do Act 2, 3, 4, and 5. We might complete normal completely, because after this, after teleport is unlocked, which I have unlocked it right now in Act 1. Once teleport is unlocked, pretty much the speed at which we travel through acts is going to increase tremendously. The only time we're going to have to slow down is to gain some levels and to, do the objectives that we need, right? But besides that, we're going to be flying through, okay? What can we get rid of? I really want the fast rock and the mana. I kind of want some more space here. How are we doing on fire res? We're doing fine. Let's put this in here. There we go. So, yeah, my res is way better than yours. Your guys's should be or will be, because of all these charms that I handed down to myself. Wow, even these guys are active. Very nice. So we have extra life. And yeah, we're kind of, you know, we're gonna eventually get towards these guys. We're gonna have to wait a little bit to get our mercenary to get his gear going. Oh, this is 17. If you find yourself a Dusk Deep, this is also an amazing helm.
I'll put that to good use.
And getting yourself something like, and actually, hold on, let's repair everything. I like to have my mercenary in fully repaired gear, so he doesn't think he's not appreciated. Hawkmail, though, if you find it, don't throw it in the trash. Do not sell it. It is wonderful. Look what it gives you. 10% faster run walk, which stealth also has, obviously, and even more of it. But it gives you cannot be frozen. And your mercenary, that is, I think, one of the earliest accesses to get. Now, you're not going to get this from Indariel. You will be getting this like a little later, but don't throw this out, just an FYI. This is a wonderful armor for cannot be frozen early on. And it is findable, I believe, either starting in Act 2, which we are in, or definitely in Act 3. You could find this armor. You could get it from Mephisto. Okay. So yeah, there you have it. Congratulations. Get all the runes that I was talking about. Again, you're not going to be farming too much, but you can run Indariel a few times. She can drop Hasara's belt, and she can drop Hasara's boots, which are huge upgrades. You get 20 faster run walk and fire resist. 25 fire res for Act 3 and on. And you get 20 to life with some 20 cold res on your belt, which again, these you can keep till all the way through Nightmare, and you're gonna be fine, right? You could also farm yourself some Blood Fist from her, or I don't know if she could drop Chance Guards, but maybe not. But maybe she can, I'm not sure. But you could definitely get yourself Blood Fist. These are great gloves, pretty much for the 40 to life and faster hit recovery. You can also get a Tarn Helm from her. You know, you could get a whole bunch of great stuff. So don't snooze on her either. And then the next stream we will get our cube and finally go through Act 2. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the journey, give it a thumbs up, give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe. It's completely free. And comment in the comment section if you like this, or if you have any questions or suggestions, or what you would want to see me do next. I am open to any suggestions, like challenge wise. I'm down to make a challenge run without any hand-me-down gear, right? Because that would not be a challenge at that point. So let me know if you're interested. I want the community to grow, and for people to get used to each other, know each other. And yes, Z, you are one of the beginning, who should I call you? Warriors, right? The beginning people of that watch me. So hopefully, you know, something starts happening on this channel, and I'm looking forward to it, man. Keep on gaming, that's right. And by the way, Z, if you are around, I will be doing the rest of this, right? Act 3 to 5, later on today. I'm going to give myself maybe like an hour and a half break. I'm going to go eat something. And yeah, it might be a little late, technically, right? But if you're still up in about an hour and a half, you know, keep an eye out, because I might come and do the rest of normal. And if not, I might just stop in to do like Act 2 and 3 or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, you could catch me live again. But for the YouTubers that are watching this later, take it easy. Good luck on the farms. remember, you need to be a little set up for Act 2 because Duriel is kind of no joke as well. So yeah, good luck everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time. See you later, Z. See you later, everybody. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Nice. So I'll catch you later. Bye-bye, everybody. See you later.